All right, so you just picked up your brand new Tesla Model Y. That might be your 2025, your 2026 Juniper, and you are ready to accessorize your new car in different ways to go ahead and utilize all the space possible here. So I'm going to show you a couple new accessories that I just added in my brand new car to utilize all the space that we have here. So here you can see I have this new 5-piece console set. So this is going to come with a bunch of different accessories to add inside your new car. So let's go ahead and go into the first one here. We have our center console organizer. This is actually going to have a insert, so it's going to be easy to clean if you spill anything on this, and it simply just goes in here, and it has a non-slip material at the bottom, so you don't have to worry about the material sliding around when you're using it. So this one's going to go right here in your center console in the middle. So as you know, the Teslas in the middle center console, they have a lot of space and it's very deep down, so if you start putting things down there, you're going to definitely lose them. So by having this, it's going to go ahead and slip right into the top and sit right at the top edge right there, so you don't have to worry about reaching so far in. You have this shelf here at the top, and it has a slight organizer in the rubber mat as well. The great thing about this is you can actually move it forward, so you can easily access the bottom where you have maybe some larger items, and then slide it back to you, and you'll have the easy access to maybe your sunglasses and things like that. And the next one on the list that we have here, this is going to be the Armrest storage box. This one is very similar to the last one, but it's a little bit smaller, and it still has that rubberized non-slip mat that is going to be easily removable if you wanted to clean this out here and there. You simply just set it into the bottom. It has this divider down here, and since it is that rubber material, things aren't going to slide around when you set them in here. So this is going to go right in the armrest here. All you have to do is simply drop it right in there, and you will be all set. So now you don't have to worry about another big compartment here and fumbling through a bunch of different things that you have in there. If you wanted to use the top storage here for your more used items, like if you wanted to leave your headphones or your card or anything like that, you can go ahead and leave it right here. It simply closes without even noticing, and if you wanted to, you can easily lift it up just like that, and you have access to the bottom here as well. For example, I have my glasses here, and I always just leave these in the car since I mainly use these when I'm going out, so I know I'm going to need them when I leave the house. What I like to do with these is simply just leave them here in the center console. Super easy to grab, and they've been really great so far. So the next item that we have here is going to be this small item. You've probably seen this online everywhere. This is the silicone car phone holder. So this is actually going to go right in the front of the steering wheel. So it's a super easy install. All you do is push down on the phone holder, and it'll squeeze into the dash. Now that you're going to be able to set your phone up here while you have it on full self-driving or anything like that, and you can go ahead and look straight through your steering wheel, and you can go ahead and see your full screen right in front of you. So if you wanted to play something while you are on a long road trip or something like that, this is going to be great to have. And another thing is that you don't have to install it really. You could just take it on and off super easily, and if you didn't want it up there and you just are driving around town, you can go ahead and hide this down into the other center console right here. The next thing we have is going to be this cup holder insert. This is going to be super nice to have, as most of the time when you have your drinks in here, it does get a bit sticky, it gets messy, you know, just the way people fill up the drinks and hand it to you, it usually isn't that clean. So this is definitely going to get dirty over time, and you can simply cut down on cleaning your car that often just by having these small inserts. So these fit super easy. All you have to do is push down, and they are a perfect fit. This is going to help also with stability, because the Tesla cup holders are slightly big, so they allow for bigger drinks, but if you have like a small container or a small Red Bull or something like that, it's going to move around a lot. So this is going to help with a bit more stability when you have your smaller drinks in here, as well as not worrying about the spillage anymore. And the very last thing here, this might not look like anything too crazy, but it's actually a hidden storage box. This is going to go in the armrest right here. So as you can see, it has this insert here, and this is actually going to fit perfectly right here. And then you have a door to simply press down. So this is going to allow for you to hide certain things. If you wanted to go for a run to leave maybe your wallet or cash or anything like that, you can go ahead and keep it in there, and you don't have to worry about anyone finding this, because it almost looks OEM. It pretty much just sticks on the back of this armrest, and it has this 3M tape right here. So all you want to do is clean off the edges here, make sure they are nice and clean, so that it's going to go ahead and adhere to it perfectly. Pull off the film that is on top. As you can see here, it comes off super easy. It's going to come off in a couple different strips. Another one down here, a couple more on the sides and the top, and the last piece here on the side. I actually don't really have any nails at the moment, and it was still pretty easy to get off. So once you have all those pulled off, you'll be ready to adhere this onto the inside of your armrest. And once you find the opening that it's going to fall right into, Then all you have to do is press down, hold it for a few seconds. You can apply some pressure along the sides, and just like that, you have a brand new hidden compartment here that probably no one's gonna ever know about. So this is gonna be great again for hiding any type of smaller objects and smaller things like cash or cards. Close it just like that and you are ready to roll. So if you just got your brand new Model Y, if it's the 2025 or the 2026 Juniper, and you're looking to accessorize and utilize all the space that you have in this cabin, then I would definitely recommend picking up this 5-pack of console organizers. This is going to be great to utilize. Again, it just gives you more space, it gives you more storage, it gives you almost 2 layers of storage. This is going to allow for a ton of space in your Tesla, and I would definitely recommend picking up this 5-piece organizer set.